That's cool. I don't know
What a way to
happened
kick
there.
off the 20th episode. Thanks, producer.
Thanks. You're welcome. I need a new computer. That's why we do the donations at the bottom. Donations at the bottom.
So thank you and welcome to the 20th episode of the Warrior
We
Hour.
probably want to give some people time to get in here. I don't think anybody's in here just yet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
if you're
true.
coming in, we had a problem. We had a mishap. Come
Yeah,
on in.
that
I
is,
see everybody. We got 6 in there now.
Look at
They're
that.
coming.
All right.
Probably want to repost the link.
Yep, I'm doing it now.
Man, oh man.
Yep,
Man,
that's right.
oh, man.
Man, oh man. You know, it's funny when
Mondays,
things like that
right?
happen.
Mondays, I tell you.
It's Wednesday.
Does someone have a case of the Mondays?
Notice every time I go to restart my computer just to make sure that doesn't happen.
Did you
It
do that here too?
I did. I restarted, man. It was running smooth, man.
And then that happens, huh?
Yeah, Crypto's like
Well-
Crypto General's like, are we done breaking stuff? Thanks a lot, man. I need a new computer, bro.
As you can see, let's why don't we run an OP trailer for about a minute here just to give everyone some time to come in.
Yeah,
Can
let's
you-
run
can
an
you do
OP
something like
trailer.
that
Yeah,
for-
let's
do that for
let's
now.
do that.
Osiris Protocol. Osiris Protocol. Osiris Protocol. Osiris Protocol.
Welcome back.
I'll talk when I want. Don't tell me not
Hey,
to
man.
talk. Jimmy.
I'll tell you.
All right, so we're back. A
What do we
little,
got?
little
Look at Nick.
technical difficult.
Who's-
yeah.
Where is Nick?
Oh, man.
Or is that Nick?
He's up
Look
there.
at
That
Nick.
is.
I am in the meta. I'm working on the meta. I'm working on the ecoverse.
Uh-oh.
I'm exploring the interwebs.
Okay.
Very cool.
Looks like you're on the moon with an astronaut with a beer.
Yeah. Well, again, welcome everyone to the 20th episode of the Warrior Hour. Apologies for the technical difficulty, but as you can see, that is why we have super chats. That is why we have a GoFundMe, because Jimmy's computer isn't the greatest. And look, it kicked us all out. Now we got to wait for all you people to come back, which we do appreciate. What can you do? But you can hit the like, you can hit the subscribe, you can hit the alerts button, you can hit the
Tip
super
jar.
chat if you want us to call you out, you want us to shout out something, put in something in the super chat. Maybe we'll get to it. Of course, we'll get to it. Whew! Well, is this everyone? This is our team. We're
This is
missing a couple.
almost.
This is a couple, and we do have Meta Nick, as you can
Yep.
see. Meta Nick.
Meta
I don't
Nick.
know what that's hinting to, but it's just we'll call him Meta Nick for now. We got Lucas, we got Eric, we got
Hey.
Sean. What's going on? We got Jimmy G.
What's up?
Jimmy Gaines. Jimmy Gaines. What does Jimmy do? He gains. He gains.
I wish.
Jonah, if you're out there,
Jonah,
stop
we can't find
developing.
you.
Stop fixing the bugs. Take a break. Come join us. We're gonna
For
talk
real,
some
man.
stuff.
Colin's
Where
having
is,
Where
where
internet
is Jonah?
Colin's having issues, so he's Colin's our man on the interwebs,
on the chat.
minding the channels in the chat, letting everyone know that Jimmy Machine kind of messed up there and trying to get everyone back. So, whew, what a week, guys! What a week!
For real, man.
It's been one.
What a weekend! What a week!
Look at my complexion, man. It's taking its toll on me.
You ever since the release of the game, you have not been able to show your face. Are you okay? Are you all right?
Man,
You want to talk about it?
No, I can't really tell what's digital and what's DNA anymore.
You can't. I got
Nick
you,
is
man.
officially morphed into the metaverse like the lawnmower man.
Is he flesh or is he screen?
I hear that. I'm just surprised that Sean's on. We never see this guy.
No, Sean.
Look at that, Super Texas.
Yeah,
In the
Yeah, it's
house.
good to see you, man.
it's a lot easier in everybody else's eyes when I'm not on. I don't know.
Super Sean.
We'll get you a meta Sean, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I need. Nick dragged me into the metaverse, bro. Yeah, right.
Yeah, hell
It'd be
yeah.
cool if you could just like, and then
That'd be
like,
cool,
oh
man.
man, why didn't we plan this better? Anyway, hey, and Justin Verweven, thank you for the 1-up,
Yes, sir.
the 199. Thank you. Starting off the
Yes, sir.
that'll go to Jimmy's new PC.
Hey guys, I think
That,
we just either a bear ate Nick or Nick turned into a bear.
Oh,
This is my alter ego.
I didn't even notice.
Look at
I didn't
that.
even
hey
notice.
there, boo
With
boo.
with the hunter's jacket.
Picnic basket.
Oh
So
man! So, anything happened this week, guys? Anything exciting happened with your system here?
With the OR system. Well, we released the game.
Yeah.
If everybody's living underground.
Man,
What?
pretty excited about that.
Oh no, Nick! I remember when Nick first pulled this in together. Like, hey, I want to make this game. It's called Osiris Protocol. I'm like, it's called what? What's this gonna do? So yeah, no, I'm I'm excited. I had to reinstall some stuff, but now I had to get new batteries for a keyboard. Now I can finally get it back up, and you know who I'm gonna target.
Oh,
EKE,
Ooh,
baby.
not me. What? What?
who else is there to
EKE.
target?
Eric's making secret pacts with everybody to work in teams. But
He's forming a clan.
yeah,
It's like a gamer survivor.
That is true.
You know what happens when I'm not in the game? I live another day. That's what I've been telling people. Anytime I'm not in there, I live another day.
Nice.
And I can't keep my eyes off of Nick walking around on the moon there, man. He looks like he's spotted something looking around.
I think Metaverse Nick, somebody's got to tell us about today's special guest too, huh? We got a special
Yeah,
guest.
we got to hear
on
about
today.
our special
Yeah,
guest.
we do have a special guest.
Yeah.
Mike Gibbs.
Shoot him out.
Mike Gibbs.
Mike Gibbs.
Mike Gibbs.
And what does Mike Gibbs do?
I think Nick spotted something.
Well, yeah, no, Lucas, man, probably jump in there, but Mike Gibbs has got a training program that specializes in getting vets into tech jobs after they leave the service. Specializes in training them for the leadership roles in technology. So
Nice.
pretty excited to have him join
Yeah.
us today.
Oh my god! And I think we can get him in. Let's let him in here.
Let's
Since
pop him in.
what a perfect segue.
Yeah, let's
Here
get
we
him
go.
Go for it.
Let's get him in.
in. Here, Mr. Mike. There he is.
Mike Gibbs.
Mr. Mike, how are you, sir? Hey, Mike, how you doing?
You're on mute before you get going.
Yes, you are on mute. You might have to unmute your mic. Yes.
Yeah, there he goes.
There we go.
So happy to be here with you all today. Thank you so
There
much.
we go.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
sir.
Pleasure is all ours.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you.
man.
I'm
All right.
gonna start by saying I love your background. That is really
Yes.
super cool.
Thank you so much. My friend Alonzo designed it for me.
Nice.
That's really
Does
cool.
look
All
good.
right, custom. Wow. All right, I like it.
Nice.
We're all borrowing artwork from the internet or from the game, and he's got himself some custom artwork. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ours is custom too.
Well, yeah, it actually. Well, borrowed from Nick and Jonah and the designers of OP.
That is true. All right. So, Mike, thank you so much for finding time to spend with us. Really do appreciate it. So, I mean, if you can give us a little bit, if you want to introduce yourselves to our crowd, to the millions watching now and the millions who will watch this in the future. If you
Sounds
want to
great.
introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about what you do.
I'm so happy to, Armando. And again, thank you so much for having me on your show. I know Nick and Eric and Lucas and John, we've spoken in the past a few times, and I'm very grateful. So thank you so much. I'm the founder and CEO of GoCloudCareers. And we're an organization that's really dedicated towards giving people really high-end, high-performance cloud computing careers. Now, I've been in this tech career industry for about 25 years. I used to practice internal medicine, but somehow I decided that I was going to go to tech 25 years ago. And when I did, it was a rough transition. And I learned a lot about career transitions because I went from a paramedic firefighter to a nurse practitioner to a cloud architect, network architect, enterprise architect. And I've spent the last 20 years helping people get their first tech job, getting promoted in tech while working as a lead architect for Cisco, WorldCom, which is now Verizon, Comcast, so some big name companies out there. And during this time, I've always loved coaching. And, when I was 18 years old, my cousin brought me, I went to enlist in the Marine Corps. I did not get that honor. I was told because I had asthma, they couldn't be there. And I was like, but my asthma's under control. And they seemed to think under the right circumstances, it wouldn't be okay. So I didn't have to get to do that. So I've tried to do whatever I could to help veterans. I've been treating veterans for many years as patients that have injuries, working through some special medical treatments that most doctors won't prescribe to help people heal old injuries. I've been taking some vets that were struggling a little bit, the long distance range. You take them to a 1,000-yard range. We start calculating some distance, some elevation, some humidity. All of a sudden, you can't remember about anything. And that enables me to introduce some pranayama or yogic breathing, which I can also use to help people calm down. So, I've been doing a lot of that for a long period of time. About a year ago, we created a cloud architect program. And for the most part, we've been 100% successful in getting everybody that signs up to our program hired, as long as they do the program, meaning commit to doing the work, show up and put it in. Osmosis isn't going to do it if they buy my course and leave it on their head. It doesn't do that. And I've had a few people ask and try, but, the people that understand that, it's a fight. You build your battle plan, you build your backup battle plan. And when all hell fails, you adapt, improvise, and overcome. But still, you build that plan. So when we created our program, we're like everybody, with the exception of 2 people so far, of our graduates have gotten a 6-figure job. And I don't think any member of the military that retires as a veteran should not have a 6-figure job. And I'm determined to make it happen with our organization.
That's awesome.
So what we did is we took our cloud architect career development program, the same one that almost all of our graduates get 6-figure jobs, and we tweaked it. I added a full leadership section. And this is the kind of leadership development we would normally use for executives. But, I come from a world where command and control is appropriate. Most military leadership is command and control, and it's great in a firefight, and it's great in an emergency, and it's great when you have rank, but it's not great in the civilian world, except when we're dealing with a firefight, an emergency paramedic ambulance scene, a police officer scene. Other than that, command and control generally doesn't work in the civilian world. So we've got a full leadership training program for that. Now, about 10 years ago, I was training with some special folks in Israel. I had studied Krav Maga most of my life, and I was in a training mission there. And while I was in this training mission, I shattered my foot in a few places. I didn't tell anybody. I taped it up and continued to train for a few weeks with a broken foot, which is pretty stupid. But, how often do you get the founders of Krav Maga teaching you Krav Maga? And I'd been studying that for 20 years prior. So I went through it, got so badly injured I couldn't walk. And it took me about 6 to 8 years of physical therapy, 8 hours a day in physical therapy. It was brutal. I developed something called reflex sympathetic dystrophy. You occasionally see that in a warrior that's on an injured hand or something. My doctors all told me, hey, forget about it. Here's your morphine pump. And I said, no, thank you. So I became a strength and conditioning specialist, including taking the tactical training one. I took a 500-hour yoga instructor program, came up with a physical therapy program, which I did 8 hours a day for years, and now I can walk again. And I've used yoga to actually help people with PTSD, anxiety, depression, and heal old injuries, the kind of injuries you have when you walk around with a 200-pound ruck 20 kilometers a day for 4 years at a time. Those kind of things to de-stress, deload those things. But we also included a meditation section to reduce stress and anxiety. I heard some people that I know that have 20 years experience coaching on that. We added some, PT sections. So we took all of it and we tuned it with those two things. I even introduced cognitive behavior therapy because when I used to practice medicine, I actually trained at the University of Pennsylvania where they invented cognitive behavior therapy, and it's really good for, taking negative thoughts and fixing them with a positive thought. I normally use a little bit of that for emotional intelligence teaching, but you know what? In this community, it's perfect because we can all use it to relax stress thoughts. We all have these thoughts, irrational thoughts every single day. And if we can take our thoughts and correct them, we can be at harmony, at peace. We can forget about the things we've had to do in the past or experience in the past. And we're now in a better position where we can have better relationships, build better businesses, better family lives, have better jobs. So the goal for us is to put together a true leadership program like an MBA, a true PTSD yoga like, something to relax you, and then put that with our 500-hour of architecture training or engineer training so that everybody gets hired, but we also heal and make people better along the way.
Oh, how did that prepare you to offer your services to your customers?
How did which thing?
Sorry?
How did what prepare me?
Oh,
your diverse background,
Your background, yes.
Mike. The depth of field that you have on a couple different areas would.
It started a few ways. The good news was in my life that I used to go to my uncle's house every day from the time I was 14 to 18. And he was some kind of a drill sergeant in the Marine Corps. So every day my cousin and I did Marine Corps PT for about 4 hours, which was really good. Which when I couldn't go to the Marine Corps, I went to the fire service. So who was I working with? A whole bunch of soldiers and a whole bunch of warriors. So many of them had gone through the struggles of Vietnam. So that was where I really had most of my time in the space, at least in the beginning of my career. And then when I started working, I started consulting to Air Force bases and did a few other things. And so there was that. Spending 20 years in martial arts.
That's pretty cool too.
Kind of helped me understand this world. Teaching snipers, well, I should say precision shooters. There's a difference between a sniper and a precision rifle shooter. Teaching precision rifle for a long period of time, including some SWAT snipers, etc., kind of got me again ingrained in this community. And helping with tactical martial arts always kept me in this community until I hurt my foot.
So, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Just like whenever you're talking as a new student, like for me, what would my start point be if I said yes, I want to sign up for one of your classes? What does a typical progression through your course curriculum look like for a typical participant?
Yeah, and that's a great question. The first thing we do is usually it's a video that we have the student introduce themselves with a tell me about yourself. And we do that for two reasons. What's the first most common question on a civilian job interview? Tell me about yourself. So right there, we want to start giving feedback on how that would be, but also we want to learn who the person is. I want to read their body language. Do they look stressed? Do they look skittish? Are they confident? Do they have executive presence or gravitas? Do they not? I want to figure out exactly what they need. Then we have some career planning that starts out in the first, and we want to find out what that person wants to be. Do they want to be a cloud architect? Great. Or do they want to be a cloud architect that focuses on security? Or a cloud architect that focuses a little more on the networking? So they submit a plan and we approve the plan just from the beginning. Then we typically hold about 3 2-hour live sessions per week in classes where we are on Zoom so people can interact and communicate. Then in between classes, we've got a lot of video lectures. And we don't do PowerPoint slides with audio. We've got Blackmagic 6K cameras for everything we do. In fact, I'm using one right now to stream view. So everything was done in videos. And actually, we created a lab environment like no one else. Because we're treating cloud people and everybody teaches the cloud and the name of the service and how to configure it, that doesn't really teach anybody how to be a professional. So we teach the people how to design it, how to use it, how to architect it. We teach people the business acumen, how do you speak to the CEO? How do you sell something? How do you negotiate a salary? How do you present? So we give all those skills because they're the skills that get you hired, but also they're the skills that get our people paid more. So we're teaching that, and that's why we kind of do it. And then we have a lab component. Now, our labs are not normal. I'm going to tell you right now. Normal people have somebody use the cloud and configure a virtual machine by clicking 3 buttons. First, we have everybody set up every module that makes cloud computing possible. They work with server virtualization containers. They build the firewall. They build VPN concentrators. They set up the LAMP stacks. They do everything that you would have to do in the traditional environment the hard way. And then we make every student build the cloud from scratch. So when everybody else goes to these programs and says, here, I click the little things, which I taught an 8-year-old to do in 5 minutes, our people show up They communicate like executives. They have the capability to build it from scratch. Their competency is perfect, and we start everyone from ground zero. Because as you guys know, everything comes down to your fundamentals. If your fundamentals of something are off by a 60th of a degree, that's 10 inches at 1,000 yards. So, we got to be, very precision in what we do.
You had spoke of a 100% success rate in placing people in jobs. Can you elaborate on that?
Do our work, yeah. So we have an interesting perspective. I don't kick anybody out of the program. So we may have a 4-week program, a 4-month program, an 8 program. We let them stay in our program, continuing to attend classes until they're hired. And every day one of our students gets hired. So I don't quit on my students. We don't leave a man or woman behind. They're there until they win. Now I do have some students that quit, but I have no control over that. But I encourage our students. We're there, and I can see some of my students, even Abigail, who's retired Army, is here right now. But we encourage our students. But if they don't quit, we don't quit on them, and they all get hired.
That's really cool, though. That's a one hell of a success rate too.
Yep. Hey, Mike, sorry. First, I'd just like to say thanks for all you do for the veteran community. You got a couple of us on board here who really appreciate the efforts you've put toward the veteran community, and your passion for teaching is evident. We look forward to working with you going forward. We've had some side discussions and things so far. So we want to make your program as good as we can possibly make it with our contributions. And, coming on here and just, getting your message out to folks, I think is a real good thing for not just the veteran community, but, anybody really that wants to be at the next level for, cloud architecture or cloud engineering or, even leadership just straight away. So we got Mike's links, I think, in the chat below. If you guys want to go check them out, please feel free to do that. And Michael, he'll walk you through it. And I think that we really, really appreciate. So just, from all of us, I think I can speak for the veteran community a little bit here and just say thanks a lot. We appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. Always a pleasure.
And thank you so much. I have a few magical people that are going to do some work for you guys in the back end, if you like, as interns. So we'll be introducing them to you because they all love what you do too. So
absolutely.
And we look forward to things moving forward, whatever we can do together. And thank you again for your help.
Yeah, super good. So what do you think is your single biggest success in your program so far? Do you have one that you want to highlight here?
I've had a lot of successes, but this one, his name is Romanek Ivan Tamba. And here's the reason. I have lots of people that come to me with multiple master's degrees and lots of experience, but he is different. He was born in Cameroon, and he came to America at 15 years old. He found a family that he could live with. He worked full time for 2 years doing whatever job he could to survive, got himself into Georgia Tech, which was 90 minutes from the family at the church that he met that he was living with. Commuted 90 minutes each day to class, worked almost full time as a waiter at a restaurant, and took my program. And let me tell you, he got through my program like a champion. All my students are special, but on the first day, hi, Mike. And I saw that. And the grit and the determination that he had. I talk mental toughness to my students. I'm driving them nuts with it. I mean, every day we have a mental toughness discussion, but this young man, he's 24 years old. He followed all of our training. He did everything we suggested. He then went and got himself a cloud architect job at Amazon without ever working in tech. And Amazon liked him so much that he said, I'm finishing college in 5 months. Would you let me graduate first? I really want to work here. And they said yes. Wow. So then this nice young man was also working with us on a project. We have a project where it's called Cloud Heroes Africa, where we're kind of a sponsor. My good friend Samoa runs it. And he's even tutoring people of that along with 50 people from my organization. So I'm super proud of all my students. But a 15-year-old that came here with nothing, that had to find a family to live with, that worked full time and commuted 90 minutes back to school each day and took my course. That's the grit that I love to see. That makes me proud. But I've got incredible successes.
Wow, that's awesome. What a great
can-do attitude. Yeah, can-do attitude. That's awesome.
Yeah, don't quit. There's the message, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't give in, never quit.
I mean, there's people that would quit having to drive 90 minutes back and forth, and the fact that that didn't stop him,
Georgia Tech, 90 minutes. He probably lived on the other side of Atlanta. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, being a tech guy, have you seen our Uber geek up there in the metaverse?
Yeah, I have. Nick's guy. I really like Nick's bear, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was really
the
cool.
bear, that's my alter ego, man. That's me in real life. But
Am I all right with mentioning he was a shark a little while ago? And yeah, a hamburger. There you go.
Right.
there you go.
Baby shark.
Hey, Mike, have you delved into the crypto space much?
Actually, you know what? I have a fair amount of experience with cryptocurrency mining. I used to do a lot of Zcash mining, a lot of Ethereum mining, a lot of SHA-256 mining, whatever that was at the time, which was mostly Bitcoin, but also was Bitcoin Cash and was a few other ones. So yeah, I actually went to Kansas, and Kansas had the lowest electric rates, specifically McPherson, Kansas, and the places that I ever wanted to go to. And I went there and I got a whole city cryptocurrency mining all in that little village. It's the coolest thing. So what happened is one of the guys that owned a couple of warehouses, did everybody's construction at a plumbing company. He started bringing in friends. I taught the whole village cryptocurrency mining, and we all became friends. It was just a great experience.
That's wild.
Yeah, I know a fair amount about blockchain.
Super.
They all became friends and millionaires.
They
mining
did very well.
Bitcoin.
They really did well when the cryptocurrency market bottomed out, and the Antminer S9s were back to $150 because you couldn't run them anywhere.
Yeah.
And you can still run them profitably in McPherson, Kansas, at 5.6 cents a kilowatt hour. So they bought thousands of them. And then when Bitcoin, went up to like $10,000, they were making money. And now here they're still making money on those things.
Yeah.
And they use that to buy a whole bunch of the big Antminers now.
What? What's your feel about the future for NFTs and the gaming industry and crypto in general? And what's your outlook from your seat as a CEO of a large company?
It's kind of interesting because financial purposes, I really see these distributed blockchains like Bitcoin kind of making it. Mm-hmm. But for everything else, I see NFTs kind of being the way to go. I see, like if you think about it, these distributed blockchains, the amount of heat they generate, the amount of electric they consume. I mean, at one point, there were police officers outside my house, and they were just driving down the street. The electric company was driving down the street. I said, would you just like to come in? This is the problem. Because I was getting $4,000 a month electric bills from one bedroom in my house. But, there was that, and people wanted to know what was going on in my house. But, I love it. But I really think, we're here. This NFT phase is going to be here. Virtual worlds. The first time Second Life came out there, and all my friends at Cisco were like, hey, this is the greatest thing. And I said, it's a beautiful world out there. While you're living in this virtual world, I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go swim. I'm going to do my things that I like. And you know what? I didn't see it then, but, as this is going now with non-fungible tokens and employment, oh, my God, I think it's there. I just hope we can keep our identity and humanity at the same time.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Counterpoint,
Well,
yeah.
Mike, we're gonna get you on the ore train here before too long.
Yeah.
You might not be on it yet, but we're gonna get you on the ore train here coming up real quick.
Sounds great. And I know I've got a whole lot of friends, specifically my brother, that loves video games.
Absolutely.
He'll
Even
be
tokenizing things like training material, there's no limitation to what we can do. We can put your classes in an NFT that somebody can buy on our forums tomorrow. The opportunities are boundless.
We'll have lots of fun.
Yeah, just like you said, we've got to continue to keep these conversations flowing between all the interested parties and really push some envelopes.
Yeah, and if we can take ors, pay them, and I'm all down for it.
Absolutely.
I like that
anywhere we
idea.
can innovate technology.
We're working all that stuff in the back. It's calm on the surface, but underneath those feet are churning to keep us moving in the direction.
If it wasn't a non-fungible token, I'd build a mining server and a mining pool for you guys.
Hell yeah, man.
Well, we'll have to talk
love to do
offline
that.
about that, Mike. Maybe we can come up with something that's genius.
It's there, and you got my students that are already here. Abigail Marks is a Army veteran. She's amazing, but she loves blockchain.
Nice.
So much so that I don't know whether to put her on blockchain stuff or cloud architect stuff because she's so capable and can do anything. But I'm thrilled to see her there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, welcome.
The more the merrier. Yeah.
She's definitely welcome to call us anytime. You got her digits, pass them along to her. We'll chat all day.
Sounds great, but this is some of the most exciting times in crypto I've ever seen.
It really is.
I remember when I started doing crypto, and then my bank was like, "Oh wait, you don't have any cryptocurrency assets, right?" And I was like, "Why?" And they're like, because we'll cancel your account. I'm like, oh, then I don't. But it was kind of like, are you kidding me? I mean, and the first digital wallet that I had, that was the most ridiculous thing to try and deal with in my entire life. So yeah, this is the world.
I think the fear is, finally subsiding for, the finance industry right now. And I think we're headed in a good place. You see some of the payment providers, converting over, wanting to get on board with, crypto as a whole. And so I think, within the next 18 months, you're probably going to see a big flip in a lot of the payment rails and banking in general, and how they feel about, whether it's Bitcoin or whatever else is a store of value. But in the end, man, there is no Bitcoin without electricity. So we have to, when you talk contingency planning and you talk about, the mining farms like you guys have built in the past, there's solutions at work right now that are going to be phenomenally good for guaranteeing that asset continues into the future. So we're all excited about it.
I think now is the most exciting time in crypto, because before we kind of hit this one thing. We hit all of us that invested in it great. Most of us that did great just kept investing in crypto, which didn't work out great because you had all the billionaires of the world saying it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, dump, 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 dump. And as soon as it hit bottom, they all invested in it, and they all started big giant mining camps, and then they all started their own cryptocurrency. So, there's that. So we'll find out, but exciting times to track where equipment is going. Exciting times, when I prescribe a medication to make sure that it's the right medication. Experience that, right now we use things like IPsec and hashing for non-repudiation, but if a patient needs 2 milligrams of morphine, you don't want somebody changing that to 20 milligrams of morphine and they stop breathing, and blockchain can do that too.
Absolutely.
Blockchain can also help with all the stuff we lose in the hospitals. So I see so many other big applications for it. I'll always love to discuss that.
Yeah, telematics. I mean, take your pick. It fits in a lot of those same systems.
We do a lot of research on that also, and we really like the enterprise grade solutions, especially the one that we're coming up with now. So we've looked at a lot of use cases for that technology, and I really feel like there's an expanding market for it. A lot of people are headed that direction, and really it's just assuaging people's fear a little bit, getting to the right guy, giving him a product that he can believe in, and then getting it out to the world. So.
But
I'm with you 100%.
It's limitless for you guys. Do you know nurses spend 25% of their time looking for equipment? The reason I'm saying this is you've got an average fully loaded salary at $50 an hour, and somebody spends 2 hours a day looking for equipment. A blockchain solution could go in every healthcare system.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Blockchain and RFID, little tag, those little find me tags,
more
things
RFID tags as a blockchain on RFID. Exactly. Yep. I was pitching RFID tags 15 years ago because I remember at the one point when I was a nurse, before I was a nurse practitioner, I had my stash of pumps. Here was my equipment. Here was my this. Here was this. It was all in a little hidden place just in case.
Sure.
I think major adopters, I won't mention too many of them, but like Walmart, for instance, they've understood the goodness of the blockchain and securing the supply chain and inventories and, everything that goes along with those auditable, immutable records. I think they're innovators right now, and they're leading the industry. And so when somebody like that takes it by the horns and people see the good of it, I think there's going to be a mad rush to it. And hopefully we'll be there to catch them when they fall.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
Absolutely.
And I think it will be.
Build it and they will come.
Yep. Mike, thank you again so much for your time this evening. We really appreciate you sitting down and sharing what you have to bring to our community with regard to the Go Cloud Career Services. I think it's a neat opportunity that everybody should explore if they're taking the efforts to change career fields. For those of you watching, the link is below, listed below. And again, thank you so much for your time, Mike.
But thank you for your time. But more importantly, thank you for all of what you've done to protect us and make us live better lives. I mean, you are our heroes, and thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mike. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, Mike.
sir.
Look,
Take care.
See you later on in the week. Thanks, Mike.
So, well, what about the game?
I don't know.
Well, what
When
about the
game?
When game?
Yeah.
Game now.
When game?
Game
now.
sir.
Mike Gibbs, thank you very much again.
Yes.
CEO of GoCloud.
Yeah,
We do
it's awesome,
appreciate
man.
Great
you.
guy.
Appreciate
Yep.
your time.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys check the link.
He's full of energy.
GoCloudCareers.com. Check him out on LinkedIn. I think he's in good old Florida. I should see if
Was he?
him and I can
There you
grab a lunch or a coffee or
And
something.
you know what?
Hopefully we'll get some of that or training content up there too. About some of
Absolutely.
the stuff that we're doing, blockchain, learn game
Absolutely.
dev, all that kind of stuff.
We got an NFT at first.
But yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? Is you start looking at NFTs as digital rights management, DRM, software license keys, things like that apply to the not only the licensing but also the forever revenue that's generated for an instructor. When you're talking about NFTs, I mean, just it's such an untapped opportunity, such an untapped technology. And there's lots of growth. And I'm excited to be leading something that's doing something bleeding edge and just being part of it with you guys. And being able to do something that's fun and awesome and bring change to the world. And working with somebody like Mike, that only extends those opportunities.
Yeah. And that was such a professional looking. I swear when he popped on, I'm like, man, that's like a learning software thing I just watched like a week ago. I'm like, oh shoot, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I was very impressed. Good job. Man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mike is a super intelligent guy.
Seemed like it.
What a background, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was just
Really
I
neat to talk to.
feel
impressive
from-
individual
from-
for sure. You bet.
For sure.
From the medical field to the IT field, I feel like should have been using my time better.
We didn't
I
do
know.
anything.
The thing that-
I should have stopped watching Netflix a long time ago.
Yeah, right.
I'm like the starter version of Mike. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I hear that. I mean, look at how many lives he's changing, man. I mean, look at how many people he's really helping into, changing lives. He's helping people get into the tech world. And
Well, I mean,
training
I
them.
can tell you firsthand. It's hard to transition from one career field to the next. Period. Dot. Full stop. When I came out of the Army, I thought I was prepared. I thought I knew what I was ready to rock and roll for. His program will help a lot of people, and we're trying to help him connect some dots with some of our friends so they can understand and seek a better opportunity through some of his course curriculum.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really neat dude.
I mean, 100. Well, he said he had 100% success rate. With his
For people
students.
that did his course, yes, he said 100%.
Yeah, for people that didn't quit, right? Which you're right.
They follow the process.
That's right, man.
Believe in the
I was just
process.
gonna say, yeah, believe in the process, man.
Right.
You gotta get in there, get your hands dirty, and go all the way to the end of the field, man.
Active participation.
So yeah, speaking of, I mean, Osiris, baby, how many people out there had a chance to actually get in and shoot somebody?
You too.
I saw that we peaked at, I mean, it's nominal, but not nominal for us. I mean, we peaked at 25 people online at one point in time,
Oh, no, that's
based on the metrics,
That's
So,
awesome.
we've got 3 different NFTs up there, so make sure you get the whole set. You got the OG edition. Those are limited. There's only 50 of those out there.
I think there's
Then
3 left.
you've got
3 left.
okay, yeah, 3 left. There you go. And you've got the 2 BNB ones, or the 2 gold editions. One's a BNB one, and one's a OR token one. So make sure you guys collect the whole stack. Sure, there'll be goodies that'll come with that as more
those who
games
don't
and stuff
know-
that come out.
For
What's up?
those who don't know, what are the gold edition? What do they get?
So really, the big add-on for going with the gold edition is getting the expansion packs that come on down the line. As we add content in there, all the rest, it's just like getting your battle pack, getting your any of those other types of things that you get in there. It helps us support the game and build more content for it ultimately, right? the more that we can back the projects, we did Osiris 100% out of our bootstrapping process. We built it completely in house. We did all of the development and all that kind of stuff, all from just us doing it. So the more support that we can get, the more that we get, that long term, again, just holding like anything else. The other side is we've got 25,000 holders. There's only 5,000 copies total out there, or 5,050 if you count all of the various different versions. So that means that if each one of our community chips in and helps us make this happen, it allows us to get opportunities, whether that's marketing opportunities, whether that's those influencer opportunities, whether that's those expansion opportunities. I mean, it takes back-end servers to keep the multiplayer functioning and up and all the rest. So all of those NFTs, they just help us to continue supporting the game, supporting the system, and everything else while we support the things the community wants. And so I highly recommend, everything that we do, we put out, we publish, all of it. We do it with the guys that we want to do something that changes, and so we want to do something to be first, right? And that's what's important. It's being bleeding edge. It's not being scared. It's just like we were just talking about, right? It's getting your hands dirty and taking it all the way across the finish line. And you'll see a lot of other projects that are smoke and mirrors, and they put all of their funding into marketing, and they have nothing to show for it. You know what? We've actually got the time, we've got the technology, and we've got the chutzpah to get this done, and that's what we've been doing. It's we've wasted nothing on making sure that the technology itself isn't solid before we've brought any of it. Because when we talk to these organizations, when we talk to these influencers, when we talk to these artists, the first question is does it work? And the next part is how do I make money? If we went into it half-assed in the beginning, we wouldn't have been able to answer those questions here where we are now. So I'm just excited for the stuff that's coming down the line. I'm excited for the various different, more in-game content, more in-game stuff that'll come out. The beauty of this is the expandability, right? So now we've got the first one out, and I happen to be sitting here digitally, so who knows what's coming down the line, baby.
You're looking very young and handsome there too.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. I definitely think that the metaverse takes off a few pounds, so I'll take it.
It does. And you got a grill on your neck. I gotta get one. I gotta get one of those.
Yeah.
That's
How
his,
about it?
that's his smarts.
That's the beauty, when we start talking about these game items up there, not just our stuff, but the stuff that other, people are putting up there, we can get that kind of stuff, and we start building the frameworks and being that hub and that key central technology leader around helping, the community build around it. And it's something that's going to grow. It's something that's going to be here forever. It's not going anywhere, and we aren't either, baby.
Yeah, like Nick said, the ecosystem's where it's at. This is not the only game that's going to be on the ecosystem. So the more games we have that we can integrate or as the in-game currency, the more productive it's going to be for everybody that's a part of the ecosystem. We're kind of kicking around a few ideas of some game dev contest type things that we're thinking through, just trying to get the particulars down so we can kind of transition that into almost like a modified incubator type program where we can help game developers learn how to integrate NFTs into their video games.
Right.
So,
shout out to all you. That's a shout out to all you game devs out there. If you're watching, you're not happy with your platform, come check us out. You can put your game on our platform without being NFT integrated, but you can create a revenue stream there, and you can create a second revenue stream when you get your NFTs integrated in the OR system. So if you're listening, come on, we're waiting on you.
Let's do it.
If you got a game and you're curious as to what that means, just reach out to anybody on the team and one of the socials, and somebody will ping you and talk about what you have in mind. So, we're looking to continuously evolve and not just sit back on our heels with what's out there. So we're leaning forward, ready to sprint. We're just trying to solidify the details, and so we can be deliberate like we were when we brought all this to the forefront.
Absolutely. And
It's,
if you're a small guy out there with a dream, you got some storyboards and some skills in the background, call us. Let us know about it. Tell us what you're working on. Maybe there's some resources we can apply or align you with somebody that can help you, or we can help you, or whatever the case is. But yeah, this is the all call, man. Come on.
Come get it.
You never know. You never know until you get that idea on the table.
That's right.
That's one thing I've learned. And it usually never sounds like it could work until you put it on the table and you speak about it. Like you said,
absolutely.
get those storyboards in.
Now Nick's got hearts going on.
I just saw that, man.
Oh, boy.
And it's love for the community, baby.
Aw.
Seriously though, I mean, if anybody out there really does have those ideas, that's what we're all about. We want to help, bolster and build those platforms, those games, those opportunities, and that's what we're all about.
We're not a big publishing studio here, so we're not going to take 30 or 40% of your profit right off the bunny. We want you to use our platform. That's how we built it the way we built it. You got the opportunity to gather, other already developed stuff, whether it's music or content or, whatever it is from the Forge, drag it into your own game by buying the NFT, make it integrated and start, building your dream right there on the stealth.
Yep.
Functional guns already pre-programmed, ready for the next shooter.
But that's exactly it. It's that sharing too. That the ability to have other games integrate with each other, creating a community, and just it strengthens that spider web, man. So
yeah, Colin and I were kind of talking about that the other day. Just a side note, like get somebody to make a 10,000 chickens, or just to kind of give context to some of these other discussions that we're having for further gaming developers, where they could essentially use the Forge as their site bank for content.
We want to take on Steam, guys. I mean,
absolutely.
Nick has said it before, and that is the dream. We want to take the market share away from Steam for developers who aren't happy on the platform. Not that there's anything wrong with Steam's platform at all, except that they don't do NFTs. So if that's something that you want to do, or you just want to get your game on a platform to create a second revenue stream, come and see us. We're happy to host.
Hey, Sean.
We're happy to make it work.
Hey, Sean.
Sir.
How much does Steam take?
Last call that I had was 30%, but there's a few hidden fees on there. There's a few listing fees, et cetera, et cetera.
Yep.
But
how much does Google Play Store take?
Ooh.
It's 30% too. I'll throw you a bone. It's 30% too. How about the Apple iStore? How much they charge?
I'm gonna venture a guess at 30%.
Yeah, it's 30%. What do we charge? What do we charge, Sean?
2.30%.
Yeah, it's 2.3%.
2.3. You're kidding.
No, you bring the game in there, you get to sell your content in there, and guess what? It's not the game developer that actually eats the 2.3% either. It's the buyer. So that game developer gets to keep every piece of that dollar, that BNB that comes from that, and we make it on the transaction. And that's how it works, and it's 2.3%.
That's a lot better than 30, right?
I think so.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
I thought he said 23, but it's 2.3.
Wow,
that's huge.
Yeah, two decimal three.
So
come on, bring it. Let's see. You know what I want to see? I want to see all of those magical stickers and all of that art that I see in the Telegram group minted as NFTs on the Forge.
Yep.
That's what I'd really, really like to see.
That's what I spent the second half of my day today doing. Was
Gina, Justin, Crypto General.
Yeah.
We're looking in your direction there.
You bet. There's lots of talent out there, guys. Why don't you come make some money with it? Put it on the Forge. Get it out in front of the world. Don't be scared. Your stuff is good, man.
Shoot, we used to post it behind us. Who made this one?
There you go.
Who made that one?
That's right.
That one I made, actually.
Oh, I don't like it then.
Nick took up finger painting. So that's one
I did.
of the exclusive finger paintings.
I'm just saying, still my favorite. But I'm biased.
Oh, but still can't see your head. Half your head's cut off.
I know. God, I gotta move that down.
You gotta fix it around. Yeah, you gotta.
I gotta shorten it. I'm already short. I don't want to make it any shorter.
I always feel.
What else we got going on? Lucas, you want to give us some CEO updates for the 20th
Oh,
episode?
here you go. There you go.
The
There you go.
20th episode.
Look at that guy.
Yeah,
I just get to pretend I'm a tech nerd, man. You know, I like this. You know, I like this meta version of me.
We have a couple exchange applications in, just waiting on some feedback. We have our legal opinion. We get that back, and we're waiting to we processing a few of the centralized exchange applications, and just kind of in between a few things. Like I said, we're trying to finalize some plans on the details for the iterations of the game and that nature. Kind of go back and re-clean up a little bit of the technical, what we thought the technical roadmap would look like a while back, and what it actually looks like now. It's just a little bit different. So we're kind of like working some particulars on that as well. Nothing significant that's going to really impact current ops. It'll be more future operation stuff.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Nothing exciting.
You can't rest on your laurels. You got to keep pushing
No.
forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, Abigail, for the super chat. By the way, that's much appreciated.
Oh shoot! Oh, did we miss one? Thank you, our hero, our hero.
Man, hey, dollar bills, y'all. Look at
She
Nick.
says she did it for the doji.
Did it
Nick's
for the
making it-
Doge.
Nick's making it rain on the moon.
Making it rain.
Look at that. Look
Blowing
at that.
kisses.
Eric, I've been getting pinged. So what can we play on my Xbox? Okay, so Xbox. So I've been getting a couple questions here. Xbox, that's still in the pipeline, right? We were still
Xbox is still in the pipeline.
Yep.
I mean, considering that Osiris literally just got released last week, we had to actually have the game done before it can go through the submission process. Now that we're wrapped up, we can actually get that process rocking and rolling.
Yeah, you know what?
Boom.
You know what Microsoft doesn't ignore though? Large volumes of sales. So the more they go out the door, the more they can't ignore it.
Yes.
The bigger we get, the harder we are to ignore.
That's right.
That's exactly it. You know, and that's where everybody comes into play. You know, get out there and tell everybody about us. Help us talk to other people. If you know somebody, if you know somebody that's in the game industry, if you know somebody that's in the art industry, whatever it is, and say they don't know. Hey, Lucas, what happens if somebody doesn't know about NFTs or how to make an NFT? Can we help them?
We sure can. Our boy Colin's cranking out some updated videos since we changed over to V2 for the Forge. We got Colin re-energized to show us some how-to videos on what minting looks like in the new system. Highly encourage everybody to just throw a couple bucks in your wallet of BNB and OR. Go in there, play around, mint some NFTs to just see what it's about. You'll learn a little bit about some your IP rights as a content creator, some of the royalty structure situation. If you need anybody to talk through anything with you, just throw a message into Discord, Telegram, any of the socials. Somebody will be along to help you as quickly as possible. We try and monitor all of it pretty regular. Not always available to respond, but we may, see the comments and we'll get back to you as quick as we can. I'm trying to be better about it because earlier that was a learning point that we had, with just being available to the community, even when you've got 1,000 other things going on. So just bear with us. We'll be along as quick as we can to help you out and answer any questions you may have.
Yep, and all those are on our YouTube page. How to add a MetaMask, how to add a Forge an NFT. It's all there on our YouTube page. So go make sure you follow, like, subscribe to our YouTube page. So did I say YouTube page? YouTube page.
The Forge video is a little old because the new Forge video, we're going to replace that one. So
Yeah,
cool,
correct.
perfect. All right. Oh, that's right. That's true. Cool. So that is there.
Yeah, and we're trying to work in some of those informational content distribution on the emailer that goes out as well. So be looking for that in your inbox when we get those videos finalized and complete the production process on them.
we got a question. Somebody asking, what about Black Knight?
Black Knight, man. So, I mean, Black Knight, actually, we had leaps and bounds, got awesome You know, some good testnet stuff going on this last week. So the goal on Black Knight is we have an actual cloud blockchain offering for those enterprise clients. So if you know somebody in that logistics space, or you know somebody in that enterprise space, whether that's in healthcare, whether that's shipping and logistics, whether that's gaming, whether that's, I mean, anything that really, you need that stored record for, point of sale devices, insurance is a big one, those types of things. Black Knight's in the works here. We've got our first test net running internally here, and the next step is we're going to be actually migrating the Forge into Black Knight, so that those NFT transfers within the OR system will be that gas-free transfer, bridging, built-in bridging, so that we'll be able to actually take that from Black Knight into Ethereum, BSC, Polygon, Avalanche, and then throughout the whole ecoverse. And that's the goal, is to again create branching and the availability to anybody that wants to build on the platform they want to be on. So Polygon OR token, Avalanche OR token, that cross functionality, right? And always keeping good eyes on what gives and what provides growth. As the expanse in the OR token, the expanse in the NFTs, the ability to convert, or not, but bridge and bring your NFT from a game that might be developed on the Ethereum network to another game that might be developed on BSC, is something that people haven't even considered yet.
Yeah,
And
there's a lot of secondary markets getting ready to start popping up for the NFTs from the disparate protocol.
absolutely.
Productions. So you're going to see Shopify coming out with something that I've read on. You're going to see a couple of these other different retail outlets for people to go have post-production NFT minting resale popping up too. So the bridging is going to be pivotal going forward here pretty quick. Didn't mean to interrupt.
And the question as far as like how that process works, right? With bridging, inside of the ecosystem, there's no layer 1 token. So the Black Knight doesn't have a layer 1 token that requires proof of work, proof of stake, and those types of things that make that gas functionality a necessity. But the beauty of that is you can handle all of the other functionality of crypto tokens, bridging, and everything on the front end. So you'll be able to actually, have that go to that Ethereum. Now, when you take it to Ethereum, you're under the guise of, the rules of the Ethereum network. You pay gas when it goes to Ethereum if you want to move it through, etc. But whenever it's in the ecosystem, that's where the beauty happens. Or the magic happens.
Magic.
That really is the beauty of the ecosystem.
Yeah, no, and just to point this out, there's no new tokens. This will be the magic will be always regulated by the initial BSC contract. So it's only bridging purposes. There will never be more. There won't be other tokens on those. It's all about being able to be bridged.
Yeah,
I don't have the Black Knight logo, so I did my best. Sorry.
that was, like, turn it off.
Yeah, it ain't working. It's not working.
I mean, Eric, since we're on you, I have one last question here before we get to the after party.
Sure.
Big on everyone's mind is when marketing. Sir?
Yes, sir.
So what's going on with this marketing thing?
Sir.
We are in.
I know nothing of marketing. I got to ask you.
We are in phase 1 of marketing, and I know a lot of people were asking about specifically around Osiris protocol. We do have we have a condensed, shorter version of the game trailer that's gone out on YouTube, and Lucas and I just kind of went over some of the numbers. Numbers are looking good. We're getting a lot of eyes in that trailer. We've got, we were just featured in, not long ago, Crypto Ninjas and AB Newswire talking about Osiris protocol. We also have a handful of AMAs that I just have to get a solid date. When I do get solid dates on YouTube influencers, gamer influencers, when we get solid dates, we're going to start posting those, and we'll make sure they know so they can get a chance to download the links. We got a lot. There's a lot coming, and that's only phase 1. I mean, we've got when phase 2 hits, I'm going to be working overtime. So we're going to get a lot of people are we're going to hopefully get a lot of developers in here to see what's going on with Osiris protocol.
So
See how
overtime
this
is
whole
that
ecosystem.
overtime is that 2
Oh.
hours?
Yeah, right. I don't know what will we allow, Sean? And we just no. And I'm not trying to pass through the. I want to make sure I'm answering everyone's question. We're going to post links. We're going to post official links with the influencers and with the AMAs we're going to be doing. So
Nick's a Raptor again.
yeah, he is.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
And the real Nick, just so everyone remembers the team. These are the guys working hard for you, not the green screen. Not the green screen. I don't know why it's there. But look at that guy in the middle. He looks like he's changing. Lost some weight.
Yeah, right.
Back up.
Look at that guy.
That's exactly the way I was when my kids tuned me into Snapchat about a year ago. couldn't leave those filters alone, man. It's cool.
That's fun.
Very cool.
Cool.
Nick is demonstrating the metaverse. I like it.
Yeah.
That is the metaverse.
Hey, Armando, one thing. So to everyone out there, we're going to be posting what we're going to be what we have headed up. So we're going to look out for those links.
I hope so. Links for what was the links for again?
No, we got AMAs coming up.
Cool.
We've got YouTube influencers. TikTok,
They'll be in our newsletters, I'm guessing. In our newsletters and our Telegram posts and all our socials, the Discord, the Wolf Pack, apparently with a scarf.
That's incredible.
Trendy guy, trendy dude.
Hipster Wolf.
Hipster. Next, he's gonna be driving a Subaru and live in.
Oh, look at his little
Oh, there
penguin.
you go.
Aw, yeah, look at that.
Oh, little penguin.
Dancing feet, happy feet, happy feet.
Happy feet, man.
All right, so we got an after party to attend
Yes,
to.
sir.
Like,
All
We're
right,
gonna try
so
to talk more about whatever you guys have questions on, man.
like, subscribe.
Coordinate some
subscribe.
game times.
Yeah,
game
there you
time.
go.
So
Yeah.
again, thank you so much, everyone, to the
Yeah,
millions
thanks.
and millions
To
who will
the
be watching.
millions.
Who'll be watching this broadcast. I want to thank James, Eric, Lucas, Sean, Nick, myself, and Jonah and Colin, wherever you guys are at. Stop working. Take a break. Stop fixing the bugs if there are. There's no more bugs, I don't think. But again, whatever you guys do, we do appreciate it. Thank you for all the watchers out there. I know the Warrior Hour takes a little chunk of your day, but we appreciate that you spend it with us.
We do.
Can't thank you enough. And the community, we value all your opinions. So keep posting those comments. We take them to heart. Sometimes we can't get to it because we're busy. But whoa, hold on. We got a thoughts on applying for Safe Moon Swap. Just as we're about to say goodbye, we got a super chat for your computer, Jimmy, from a CPARB 311. CPARB.
I mean, if you got it, honestly, if you got a contact, send us the contact, and we're all for expanding. So, send us what you got, and we'll definitely reach out.
Absolutely.
Hey, we're still a community project. You got your favorite influencers, post them in Telegram. You got contacts you want us to follow up with, post them in Telegram. We'll pull any string until it ends. Man.
Yeah, and I think there was
Can we
even
do
some
Discord
talk of
instead of Telegram? It's easier to organize.
I think there was some talk
Telegram's
of
kinda
putting it in just someone, I think Colin may create a page for marketing suggestions. Hey, you guys want marketing? We're doing what we know, but if you guys have a better way of doing things, again, we're still brand new. Tell us, show us the way. If you guys have better ideas than what we're doing, we're open for it, right?
If
you
things
guys
do
wanted
get
a
lost
game,
in
we built a game.
Things do get lost. For anyone out there that ever did send a message in Telegram, sometimes things do get. I get flooded, so we'll try to keep an eye out for that. A better eye out. So
that's why we told everybody to send it to you, Eric.
Yeah.
Why do you think you're Mr. Marketing guy? We didn't want to deal with that.
Because I'm an easy target. EKE.
You are
Call it that for nothing,
EKE.
man.
So yes,
All right, well,
check out
okay.
the Discord group. Check out, make sure that you guys get on and jump on Osiris, download it. Stealth doesn't cost anything. Stealth is free. Grab, get your downloads, get your NFTs. Help us build the community. We're not going anywhere. We're still piling through this, and baby,
We're here every week.
we going all the way to that goal line, baby. We're gonna get there.
Ain't no stopping. Well, thank you again. Appreciate you all. Have a good night. Have a good night,
Okay.
and we'll see you at the after party.
Cheers.
Peace.
Introducing the Cool Wallet Pro, an enhanced hardware wallet the size of your credit card. It packs the most sophisticated cold storage technology inside, giving you full control of your digital assets whenever, wherever you need it. Cool Wallet Pro connects offline to only your mobile device within a 10-meter distance and requires you to physically confirm every transaction on your Cool Wallet Pro after checking transaction details for optimal security. Cool Wallet Pro is designed for the professional crypto user who needs more than just superior security in a hardware wallet. You can plug in directly to the world of DeFi, DEXs, and other dApps, allowing you to earn easy passive income from staking and DeFi on the best crypto blockchains. Through our extensive marketplace, you can trade, sell, and buy directly from trusted third parties, all within the Cool Wallet app. While staying anonymous, retaining data privacy, and avoiding trust risks. With Cool Wallet Pro, the key to your future is in your hands.